In 2025, I sold over $1 million worth of products on Amazon, and this is episode 21 of me scaling my business to $3 million in 2026. We're going to go over how the final week of May went and show you guys some of the numbers that we're running right now. And along with that, I'm going to be telling you guys all the improvements that I have coming for June for my own business and just like kind of what I went over on my end of month meeting with my team. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. So one more thing I want to mention before we jump into kind of the numbers that we're seeing here on screen. I know for a while I've been posting on YouTube, giving out free game and just giving you guys all the sauce on like how I built my business to where it's at. And up until this point, I hope you guys have enjoyed that. But now I've just recently opened up a coaching program where I help you one-to-one essentially build your store or scale it, just depending on where you're at. So if you're interested in learning more about how I can help you, you can go ahead and book in a time to speak with me in the link in the description below, and I'll go ahead and get an idea of your situation and ultimately see if we're a good fit. So anyways, jumping into the video for this week, this is going to cover the last week of May. So you guys can see we bought 1,700 units with an average cost of goods of about $38, $67 ASP, and we have bought over 286 unique ASINs this month, which is really good. ROI is at about 27.43%. Margin is about 15.67%. Estimated sales for this week was about 115K. Spent at about 65K, which is really solid. And then on hold this month, we're at like about 15K on hold. So once the shipments get sent, this will get released, and then 18K in projected profits. And on the end of the month, we're projected to do about 66K in profit with about a net margin of 14%. Again, numbers will vary, but we'll just kind of have to see how that breaks down as we go into June. And then showing you guys my payouts too. Cash flow has been phenomenal. So we spent right around like 275K in total in May, getting literally all that money back from, the payout cycle that we can see here. So very, very well on cash flow. And I think pretty soon I'm probably going to kill the Amazon loan that I got probably a couple months ago, if I can, because that's obviously eating away a couple grand, maybe not a couple grand, but definitely like a few $100 to $1,000 in interest monthly. So definitely want to kill that loan because we're doing really well on cash flow right now. And then jumping into sort of our Google sheet here for where we ended off this month. So you guys can see ROI at about 32. These are more like gross numbers here, but estimated sales at about 477, spend at about 263, profits at about 83K, which is, way more than what we had originally intended over here. And then spend is way more than I expected as well. So definitely capable of going for like $250,000 to 300K spend a month. At this point, I'm probably going to just gun for 300K a month. Like I want to get to $500,000 a month super bad, and then just really run that at about like 12%. And, from there, just continue to systemize more with OA, get myself less involved in the day-to-day and everything. So definitely on the way up. June's going to be very interesting just with some of the other pots that I have my hand in. But again, we just got to keep it rolling. The big stuff is already outsourced. So, I have a feeling that the team can hold it down, and we'll just see, we'll see. So that's going to be kind of like the numbers that we see just in projections. I'll go ahead and show you what we did for the actual month of May. Profits are not fully accurate yet just because my bookkeeper still needs to run through all the numbers and get me the net numbers and everything. But we got our gross numbers and gross revenue and stuff. So we'll jump into seller board and I'll show you guys what the numbers are looking like over there. All right, and then here's where we ended May at. So in total, between all Amazon marketplaces, US, Canada, and Mexico, we sold just over 400K. So new milestone there, which is pretty cool. Almost 8,000 units sold. Refunds were out of control this month. Like 6% is so bad. So I'm really trying to figure out how to get that down. I guess it's only 5.67, so not terrible, but yeah, I want to be below 5%. That's ideally where I want to be. So big changes coming next month, and we'll kind of get into why that is. And everything. So gross profit, I know it says net, but this is actually gross of 66K. Gross margin is 16.42. So to find our estimated profits for the end of this month, I'm going to take total overhead and then total of what I'll probably pay in prep. And I'll get back to you guys with sort of like the numbers that we can see on that. All right. And then this is the estimated total overhead that we kind of see here on screen at about 15,248.40. This is going to vary just slightly between like how much extra I paid for subscriptions this month, and everything like that. This is a pretty good estimate though. This kind of covers everything for the team, prep projections. I recently did start working with a second prep center who does FTL now. So that is kind of interesting because the inbound shipment cost doesn't necessarily come right off a seller board anymore. So our net numbers might be a little bit skewed. So just to add some buffer, I'm going to also add an additional 2,000 in overhead just to be for full transparency and everything. So taking that off of the net profit that we accumulated this month, or not net, but the gross profit, we're looking at about 48,000 and pretty much 49,000 in what we expect to be net profit. And then what I'll go ahead and do now is take that and divide it by our sales to figure out what is sort of our projected net margin here. All right, and then just rounding up some numbers here. We finished at about an 11.6%, so definitely not bad. That's like right around where I want to be. Still not great though that our margin is taking like a 5% hit from overhead. So once we get the final numbers of just like how much we actually owed essentially, between like prep and team members and everything, I'd be very interested to see if we can at least bump this up to a 12%. Again, my goal throughout the year is to kind of run 12% margin. I feel like that's pretty good for like what that puts me at just ROI wise and like where I want to be. So not bad. Still did, my best month ever to this point. So pretty happy with the results. But we're going to go ahead and jump into now like what I have planned for June and more so like what I've got planned for next week and what I was working on this week. All right. So things that I was working on and spending my time for this week. So we had some issues with prep, and it was mainly because of my end with the mistakes that my software was running into. Basically, we allow our software to create the inbound entries on our prep portal for us. And what happened is that this week the software had essentially broke, or it was broken already, and I wasn't really aware of this. So yeah, we had a bunch of stuff that was like just a whole mess of like the prep team creating stuff that they thought was supposed to go out on certain ASINs when it wasn't, and yeah, a huge reconcile issue, but we did fix this. So literally just spent like 3 days putting out fires, and we had to halt spend momentarily, which kind of sucked, but it is what it is. We didn't lose too much money, so it is what it is. And then also hosted my end of team meeting. So basically we went over that we're going to raise minimum margin to 11%. Really going to be working on that this month, and we're going to see at this point in the business if I can start cutting fat and still moving forward with forward progression on better spent money on inventory. And then essentially I'm going to be monitoring items with a return rate of over 7%. I think last month I got bit from just buying stuff that was getting returned heavily, and I wasn't making any money on it, but I was just buying it to boost the spend numbers up. So cutting that stuff out. Also, we're going to be inquiring on our newest hires. They haven't been doing the best lately, so I told them that they need to send 3 leads daily, to where basically I expect that their acceptance rate is going to be roughly 33%. So because of that, if I want to buy a lead a day from them, each of them, they need to be sending roughly 3 leads, so that when it boils down to it, we can buy at least one. Next is I have goals to improve and fix what was broken from this month in my software. There was a lot of stuff that I installed, but it's like half working right now. So definitely working to get that stuff resolved as well. And then a new thing I want to add to the software is creating an invoice compiler for the reimbursement, cost of goods, like documentation and product authenticity complaints. Probably just going to sync it up to my email with like an API connection, and then just do it like that pretty much in the software. So yeah, definitely an interesting end to May. I'm very interested to see how June goes, just with like where our numbers are at right now, and more importantly, like where I see the business moving forward from here. Again, me kind of having my hand in different businesses now is taking a little bit of time away from OA, so I am still very active and wanting to grow. My time is just not as centered here, so it's very interesting to see how things are going to move forward. Pretty confident in my team that they can handle most of the big stuff, but I think I definitely got to where I'm at this year by focusing on the little things, so I can't just let that obviously slide by. I have to be still on the ball and making sure that we're handling the little things right and making things as easy as possible on my team and everything like that. So yeah, that's kind of what I was working on this week, just putting out fires, preparing for the end of the month, getting a good meeting with the team. We spoke over a lot more than just this, but these were some of the main takeaways and everything here. So yeah, at this point, just trying to move forward, trying to hit that 500,000. I ideally want to get there by the end of Q3, since we are kind of coming to a close on Q2, which is insane to say already. Year's already halfway over and everything like that. So yeah, that's pretty much what I was working on this week. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what I plan to do for the first week of June and kind of what we're getting into there. All right, so then the next thing I want to work on for this next coming week is essentially like following up with the team on how goals are going, more specifically around spend diversification. So right now, a big goal I have for June is to start basically diversifying my spend more. I think I've been going very heavily into what's been working really well for us as of lately, which is obviously what you should do when you have an edge in business. But I've also felt like that's pulling back from our fundamental core foundation, and so want to make sure that that's still kind of going strong and everything. So made it a point on our meeting that we need to be continuing to do our regular storefront stocking, not be falling behind on that. And that kind of ties more into like the new hires and stuff and why we hired them, because their lack of output in that front has, I felt like, kind of costed us, where we could be putting extra spend on the board. My goal is to be spending roughly like $75,000 to $100,000 a month just purely on like storefront stocking and like random products and things like that. That can be replens and whatnot, but then some of the stuff that we do the best, like some of the brands that I like to sell the most, those are going to be more or or less diverse and where I'd be putting a majority of my money. So that's like kind of my plan, trying to get that to like, again, spending like 300,000 in a month. And then that would give me the pretty much the reliability I need to hopefully do half a million a month. It's kind of interesting right now because we only did 400K this month, so we may need like 350 spend in a month to do it. So we have a long way to go until we get to half a million. That's ultimately the goal though. And yeah, eventually, grow into like a million a month somehow, get there, and then, just kind of figure it out from there. So yeah, definitely an interesting point in the business. Again, I think a big thing that's going to lead to just growing more is putting more investment into the software, into the team, making sure nobody's spending time doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and then just ultimately like optimizing more things. So more or less the same as to what I've been doing up until this point, but getting here and being where I'm at now in the year is, pretty interesting, just seeing how my time is being spent in the business and everything like that. So that's going to be pretty much everything for the last week of May, and you guys got to see my numbers and sort of see what my mind is set on and working towards. So that's going to be all for this week, and I will see you guys in next week's episode for the first week of June for episode 22. So till then, peace out.